Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. This is just a quick video. I wanted to make a review about this Avermedia capture card, the Avermedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus. Um, it's a great capture card. I just wanted to talk about how it doesn't work out of the box completely as advertised. So this I was between the Elgato HD60S or this Avermedia capture card, which has a 4K pass through, meaning if you plug in your monitor that's 4K, it'll it'll process the 4K and you'll be able to see 4K, but you're not going to record or stream in 4K. The most it does is 1080. Um, so that's one thing. The second thing, the selling point for this capture card was the fact that it has two audio inputs for your game capture. Let me just unplug this real quick so I can show you. So you have two plugs, right? One is for your headset and one is for your controller. So the audio that comes from your controller, like in most systems like the Xbox or the PS4, you have a 3.5 millimeter jack underneath the control, newer controls at least. So you plug that cable into where it shows a control, right? And the idea is so that the stream or the recording that you're trying to capture from your console, your computer picks up the game chat, the game sound, and your party chat, like if you're chatting with friends in a party chat. And the idea is so you plug in the control piece into the controller, into the control input, and then you have your headset that goes into the headset input. So the idea is that instead of your headset going to your controller, you're bypassing that and going your headset directly to the device, which should be able to pick up everything that your controller picks up. Now it does. It has a weird setting with the audio button, but if you hold it down when everything's connected, you do hear yourself and you hear your teammates. The only issue is this input doesn't recognize your headset as a microphone, so it kind of doesn't allow your chat to go through the audio, so your teammates don't hear you. I messed with it a lot. I tried different setups. I bought extra wires, extra 3.5 millimeter audio jacks. I plugged them into my monitor, plugging them into the device, trying to bypass it so that I can just have the controller and the headset connected directly, and the capture card gets the game chat and audio from, let's say, the speakers from the monitor. I tried that; it didn't work. I saw a review on Amazon. A girl who bought this as well, who was trying to record gameplay from her Xbox One as well. She came into a similar problem. Now, based off of her review, I wanted to just make this video and kind of put it out there as a warning or just a heads up. If you do buy this capture card, be ready that your headset mic isn't going to work as advertised when you plug it in. Now, there's a way to work around this. You have to pretty much buy a splitter. Called the Elgato Game Link cable. You can look it up on Amazon, and it basically gives you the wire that goes into this, and then it has two pieces, and it looks like this. Let me just show you since I have it right here. So it has one piece that goes into your control, your headset plugs into this opening, right? So now you're getting your headset audio, your headset chat, and then the other end goes into the capture card where it shows the control. Now this works great. I have had no issues. It's pretty much that now it works as it's intended, but when you buy it out of the box, it didn't really work as it says it was gonna. And also another little thing, I'm not too picky about this because I'm sure I could find most of the stuff online when it comes to the actual details of how to work this thing. But basically, the manual is not really anything crazy. I mean, the instructions are pretty much just how to turn it on, how to plug everything in, but then there's no it doesn't really tell you what the button does when you hold the audio button. You have to kind of figure it out for yourself. And it didn't really tell you how to fix if you have an issue with the audio. Coronavirus. Anyway, so I just wanted to make this video because I do like this capture card. Now the really there's no latency when I play from my Xbox going to the capture card going to my monitor. I see no lag. It's pretty much instant. The only issue I had with lag has been because of connections in terms of my internet. So as far as the capture card giving me an issue, none at all. And another selling point for this capture card, besides it being $30 less than the HD60 Elgato, the ups another perk is that I don't need to bring my PC with me if I want to record stuff from my console. So this has a section where you can switch its modes from PC recording to just the capture card recording, because in the back there's a slot for you to put a micro SD in. Right now I have 128 gig micro SD in here. Pretty amazing that these micro SDs can come up to terabytes now, when back in the day, it wasn't the case. Now that you're able to have such high memory in a small card, and it's kind of convenient because I could take this with me. Let's say I'm going to go to a tournament or a friend's house where maybe I'm not going to be able to bring my PC, but I'm going to have online, and I don't even need internet to record with this. You literally just need the SD card, a power supply for your USB, which is most likely going to be your console, and then you just hit the button, it records it. You bring your game link, it'll record the sound, everything if you're online. And that's a pretty convenient little tool to have, because if you're not really trying to live stream and you just want to record clips and record gameplay, you can record off of this without it taking any CPU or GPU processing power from your computer. That's pretty cool. I don't know if the HD60S does the same, maybe, but I'm pretty sure you're going to need a computer to even operate it. So regardless, you need a PC for the HD60 external capture card. Now this one for me was pretty. I was looking it up. I was comparing them. I like this one with the Elgato Game Link chat, or any kind of splitter like that. It doesn't have to be the Elgato. I just bought the Elgato because it was more name brand and I think it was more reliable. But they had another one for maybe $2 more. Similar cable, probably the same quality, but I've had no issues thus far with this cable and this setup. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, was a little tips, to someone who wants to maybe live stream. And another quick plus is that the fact that this is a SD reader, if you have, let's say, I have a camera, I have a Sony Handycam, right? And this takes a micro SD. Now, the fact that this can read a micro SD, I can record footage on this card, right? And instead of, plugging in USB, downloading the data, I can just, slide that card into the capture card slot, and I can go to capture what's on the card. There's a slot for it when you're reading the media on the storage, and you can take this right into your computer, which is a little more direct. um, Another key point is that this, when you record on the card, isn't going to give you the same quality as if you're recording to PC. I believe. I remember reading that and I kind of see it. Although I really haven't tested this with the SD card. So I haven't really given it a personal response, a personal experience, because I mostly use it to stream. And when I record these kind of videos, I'm just using OBS. I'm not using the capture card at all, because this is mostly for just passing through the gaming capture to my computer. Now, if you were using a camera to capture something like this, you can use a capture card instead of having, it go through your PC. But Sounds like an extra step. If your camera or if your webcam has a USB, you might as well just plug it directly to your PC. This is more for like HDMI's and stuff like that, like your console. So basically, yeah. Good capture card, $140. I got it on Amazon. You know, the Elgato's 170. Now, if I go back in time, knowing what I know, would I get an Elgato over this? Um, that's a tough question because Elgato is a pretty good name brand. It's got a lot of good reviews, but I also heard that they break down a little more often and they have audio issues. That was the selling point for this because of this audio fix, but this one doesn't work the way it's advertised. So I don't know if maybe they need to recheck what happens when you plug in a headset. Maybe Avermedia can, you know, have a software update for this. I don't know if it's a firmware issue, but basically it doesn't recognize your headset mic when you plug in the headset if you have the controller input already plugged in. I tried many workarounds, like I said, but it didn't work other than the game link that I bought that splits the headset up. So basically that's it. I wanted to make this video probably longer than it should have. Something that's hard for me to do is keep things short. I can ramble on. So this is pretty much what I had to say about the Avermedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus. And I also have a future video coming up about my setup because I think it's a pretty interesting setup. I have two monitors, a 32-inch screen, I have a PC, I have my Xbox, the capture card. Excuse me, I just had McDonald's. um, I have this mic. So over time, I have grown the setup and it became what it is now. But I want to make a separate video, just maybe breaking things down and seeing how I have everything set up, and maybe it can help someone up in the future who's trying to stream or trying to record their footage. So that's pretty much it for this video, and I appreciate it if you guys, hit the sub button. If you guys aren't subbed, if you guys want to leave a like or a comment, if you guys like this kind of videos. I'm gonna just be making more content. I have stuff in the works, and I appreciate you guys stopping by when I'm live streaming. And if you have any ideas or any kind of things you guys are interested in that want me to talk about, I'll definitely dive in if I have any knowledge of that subject. So that's it for me. Have yourselves a happy Saturday, and catch you on the next one. Peace.